battery life.
Hi, I'm Alysee Shelton, and I'm doing a persuasive speech on the negative effects TV has on society. Say somebody came up to you. They asked you, would you give up TV, negative TV that involves sex, drugs, alcohol? Would you give that up for $1 million? Most people answer no in a heartbeat. People don't realize that TV has a negative effect on them and can influence them in a bad way. Did you know the average American spends 4.5 hours watching TV? That's 1,642 hours over 2 months. The average 65-year-old will spend their life watching 9 years of TV, glued to a television. I got this from rawfoodhealth.net. First off, we're going to start talking today about the negative effects of television. I want to tell you about the ways TV affects us negatively, how it affects our bodies, and then I want to tell you about ways to prevent negative television. Let's start out by discussing the negative side of TV. Television can influence our mood. Say you see an image on TV, maybe a birthday cake, a car, people arguing. It may trigger something in your mind. It could be something good, something happy, something sad, something mad. It can influence our moods at any time. TV can expose us to so much violence and cruelty. There's so much killing and drugs and badness on TV. And kids who watch at a younger age, they're usually affected by it in long term in life. Television can also make us materialistic and stereotypical. When we see people on TV with nice cars, nice outfits, beautiful homes, we're inspired by them and we want that lavish life. So we think, maybe we can have that too. So we go out there and try to act like they're acting. They inspire us. And really, sometimes it's a misconception. TV has a negative effect on our bodies. It can harm us physically, but people don't really know that. Watching TV reduces brain activity and can rot in our brains. It reduces brain activity and can make us less intelligent. The more time you spend watching TV, the less time you do thinking. Therefore, you're not really learning anything. Watching TV can make us fat. When you're sitting on the couch for hours, watching TV, surfing through channels, you have very little movement. And most of the time you watch TV, you eat. And you have poor eating habits. You'll eat cake, some ice cream, some chips. It'll do nothing but make you gain weight. Watching TV puts the brain into a highly suggestible sleep, like hypnotic state. When you watch TV, sometimes you'll go into a subconscious state. And when you're subconscious, you won't really process that much information. You can't take it all in. Because it makes you in a very relaxed stage and you feel very sleepy. That's why people usually fall asleep in front of the TV. However, you can't put a stop to this negativity. There are ways we can prevent negative television. You should substitute this negative television show for a positive activity. You can go out, paint, ride a bike, read a book. There's just about anything positive you can do. We could also turn off the TV and go out and do something. You're better off leaving the TV behind and go out and doing something positive and productive with your day. We can delete or block TV shows that are negative, that contain any sex, violence, drugs. We can usually block those. I will recap today about what we learned about negative effects on television. Television has a lot of negative effects on today's society. Not only does TV affect us negatively in our minds, but it'll sometimes affect our bodies too. We can put a stop to negative TV and eat it at all costs. So if you see girls fighting each other with jealousy, kids cussing, teen boys killing each other, people hurting another just to get into a gang, if you don't support these activities in real life, then why would you support them on TV? I will now ask questions.
Yes, I have one.
Okay.
What television shows do you believe have a negative effect on our society today, and why?
I believe most TV shows that have a negative effect on television in today's society today are reality shows. Because a lot of reality shows have drama. They're always cussing, they're fighting, it gives off a negative vibe. And people are inspired by that, and sometimes they're easily influenced by that. So they usually get the wrong message when watching reality TV. I will now show a mini presentation with a couple of pictures and some statistics about negative effects of television on today's society. Negative effects of television. This is a children's survey. Children voted what they felt about television. And most of them found it helpful when really it is hurting them. This is demonstrated effects of television violence. The end.